Well, folks, here again for the weekly forecast. During this last week, nothing in the way of any significant moisture across the state, although we did see a warming trend during the middle part of the week that removed a lot of our snowfall that occurred the previous week, especially across eastern Nebraska. Not a lot of moisture with that snow, so it went away quickly. Further to the south, we do have some significant problems as they've been missing out on many of these precipitation events, and if we go to the latest drought monitor, draw your attention to this wide, expansive area of D3 conditions, which is extreme drought that has been expanding. Most of these areas now pushing 4 months without measurable precipitation. We are starting to see significant recovery to the southeast as many of these waves have been relaying heavy precipitation in this area. We do need to see this area improve, or we're going to really have to pay attention to this as we get into the heart of the growing season. As we look at today's model updates, we see the upper air trough that was responsible for bringing that cool trend at the end of the week. It's now starting to shift to our east. That's going to allow our temperatures to start warming as the surface high pressure system continues to move to an east-southeast direction. Backside will start to pump up some of the warmer temperatures from the southern plains. We do have a frontal boundary that will lay out precipitation, a very narrow band of it from Texas to the eastern seaboard. But then as we go into tomorrow, we start to see a trough deepening in the western United States. Surface low in southeastern Colorado will really pump up the warmth into our region. We're looking at 60-degree temperatures right along the Kansas-Nebraska border, 50s across the state with the snowfall well to our north across the northern plains. On Monday, this trough deepens, starts to push toward the east. Cold air filters in across northwest Nebraska, and that will push across the state during the day with surface low basically indicated in the southeastern Colorado region. Layer of snow from northern Colorado up through the northern plains looks to be the forecast. That might slip a little farther southward and give more of that to eastern Nebraska, but surface high pressure on Tuesday builds into our region with that cooler trend and will remain cooler than normal for the remainder of the week as most of the heavy precipitation moves off into the eastern Corn Belt. On Wednesday, we see that trough to the southwest, but we also see a little bit of a trough in the northern stream, and we're kind of caught between these two flows. So surface lows across the southern plains will likely lead to some precipitation to our south and southeast, particularly from eastern Texas northward into the eastern Corn Belt. And then as we go into Thursday, we see a little bit of trough in action trying to push across the northern plains. Surface lows still remain in place across the southwestern United States. The combination of the lows to our south and high to our north will mean there will be an area of precipitation breaking out primarily over the central Rocky Mountains. And then as we go into the day on Friday, we see a little bit weak disturbance in the northern stream moving across the central plains. Surface lows just to our south. Well, and that combination will allow some precipitation to break out, particularly across eastern and northeastern Nebraska and points up into the Great Lakes region with heavy moisture across Illinois and points to the east. In terms of the 8 to 14-day forecast for next Thursday, the following Tuesday, warmth continues into the forecast with cold to our northwest. In terms of precipitation, a widespread band of above normal moisture from the southern plains all the way into the eastern Corn Belt.